It's gaming time. Took 3 bits early. I was tempted to actually stream a little bit earlier, but I was too lazy. By a little bit early, I mean like 20 minutes ago. We're here. I'm not feeling well, but it's time to play more Touhou. Oop, tripped it too much. Neat. Hello, 11. Appreciate the happy Thanksgiving. And hope you're doing well. Cracked with it. Nice, we'll have dialogue backlog in Megamoo. I saw Megamoo. I posted that image in the Discord like last week with a bunch of the new cast. Dialogue backlog is nice. Because 1.5, that last game kind of had it, but it only had it in certain situations. And thank you for the 15 months, 11. Hope someone picks it up to translate. Yeah, I expected you to do that, 11. Ooh. I just streaming on Thanksgiving. Yeah, that would be me. Listen, I don't work today. I work tomorrow, but I don't work today. I actually probably would have streamed yesterday, but I felt like way worse. I was way worse yesterday than I am right now. At least at this point yesterday, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy it and go to bed early. Holiday being any kind of holiday. It's called America. Not you Europeans or Europeans or anywhere else, you know. South American, African, Asian, Australian, you know, the one Australian Touhou fan. It's a joke, there's probably more. Yeah, I'm throwing. I stuck my thing into the Gutaki yet. I did eat turkey earlier, that is correct. I did not stick a thing into anything, though. That is major sus. What else is new? Neat. Oop. Uno. The emote here. Listen, if there's an emote in here that you don't want, I know that one's in there. Send me a link to the emote and I'll add it. Probably. I should have grabbed more water when I came down here. I'm out of white Gatorade, which is disastrous. You have to grab some tomorrow before I go to work. I would go out right now, but I literally could not get off my street with the amount of snow. The plows come by to all like the main roads already, but my street's one of the last they usually hit. Tragic. Wish you got snow, dude. We got like a foot of snow here, literally. My dad owns a truck; he can drive around, but I literally cannot get my car like get shoveling. I already grabbed a snowblower and took care of the driveway. My driveway is clear. I can't go out on the road though. It's too deep. My car literally will not go on the road. It gets plowed. Not that I have anywhere to go today, but which is fortunate. Go blow the road, like the entire road. Like, I have to snowblow it all the way up or down the street. I live in, like, the middle of the street, too. Oof. How did that just happen? I didn't even know that was a thing. 11's breaking the rules. It's unbelievable. Okay, the only non-Touhou emote I'm supposed to have is that cat one. 11's out here being criminal. Ban him, I guess I gotta. Gonna remove it. I might at some point. I'm not going to right now since you spent enough channel points on it. I feel bad if I removed it at least right away. I'll forget about it. So I won't think about it and then I won't remove it. Until it gets brought up like 2 months from now. I'm like, all right, I'll get rid of it. I said I love Soil Energy because I'm pretty sick. I said I would have streamed yesterday because I didn't have anything going on in the evening because no one was going out and about because of the weather, or not many people were, but it was like, I'm just gonna go to bed early last night. I've been mostly fine throughout the day. It's just as it's gotten later, it's kind of like I woke up, I felt terrible. Then it was kind of an upturn, and now it's back in the downturn now that it's late in the day again. Oop. So it's just gonna be the case for today. Deal with it. Excuse not go to family gathering. I mean, I had dinner. There's me, my dad, and my grandma. So it's just 3 of us. It's like there's really many more people around. Oop. Oop. I do this spell. That was just a disgusting final line she gave. Ooh. I was trying to hide from Ring with the plot armor girl. She'll beat up anyone she finds. Except she will die to, food poisoning. I was sick on a holiday. Hope one day you'll find a loving fox girl or a vampire lolly to happily marry you. One of these days, Witch King. Flat Fox Girl? I mean, I'm not the most opposed. I'm not the biggest Tsukasa fan, though. Personally. Or a loving Fox Girl Vampire Opie Lolly. Now we're talking. Ugh. Think Opie Lolly is like saying frozen fire. There's a lot of things that can be created with the power of anime art that are not humanly possible. Pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Is that 2? Move your shit from one hard drive to another. Hate when you have to do that. That's 3 in a row. Pompey still lives. She's a fairy. What is she? What's her essence? Because like all fairies have like an essence of nature, right? And like as long as that like part of nature doesn't die, they can't die. What's Clownpiece's like element essence? Hell, technically. Well, I think it would be really hard for Clownpiece to die then, personally. Until Reimu goes and shuts down Hell. See, the worst part about being sick is when you're sick and you're out of white Gatorade. So now I gotta wait till the morning till I get up, go to work, leave a little bit early so I could stop by the store and grab some white Gatorade. It is the greatest elixir of all time. I really don't want to have to down a shot of Dayquil in the morning. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Or sick leave. I mean, I could call in sick tomorrow if I really, really, really wanted to. But I probably shouldn't. There's too much shit I need to get done over there. And there's already not enough people on holiday week. Fortunately, there's not that much in terms of time there. I'll probably leave work early tomorrow, which is great. So I'll leave before I start feeling bad. Stay on play U19, I'll pass. I mean, that's the thing. I woke up this morning, and for the first, like, half hour, I felt like absolute dog shit. And then I was kind of fine. I was, like, tired, but, like, I was mostly fine. It's kind of fallen off in the last, like, couple hours. 2 in a row. Coward, man, you're gonna... Ooh, you got me. 3 in a row. I don't want to do versus Touhou 19. Therefore, I'm a coward. Oh, I fucking hate this stupid spell. From Brazil. Yeah, are you trying to argue that European to NA is going to be worse than European to Brazil, or NA to Brazil, excuse me? I feel like it's probably going to be similar. 2 in a row. Also, hello, Fami. Fonzo 1v1 Fami on Gullig when? I heard he did. 20 FPS. Like a year ago. Over a year ago. Okay, so here's easy beach to play Yuma. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'm not the spoon wielding gremlin. Ooh. rollback patch nowadays, yeah, but I'm more than content to keep up my grinds here. Oop. U-move user? I mean, better than being a Zon move user. Zon moves from hell. It's probably okay if you abuse her. Honestly, you could probably abuse Yuma too, and that'd probably be good for against Sokyo. Getting mugged by Chiari. It's okay, you could go back to playing Lotus Land and just getting mogged by those questionable patterns instead. Is that like 3 in a row? You get your booty over here, Nicole? 4. Oop. A single emo in this channel, unwatchable. You can inspire change if you want. What's the difference between delay based and rollback based? What does that mean? Two. Justice would probably go wipe. Listen, send me the emotes, I'll add them. But I'm just not usually a person who goes cruising for emotes. Piece of shit. What we got? Yeah, that one's pretty good. Shit. Okay, those are both pretty good. I'm gonna go grab some water, I'll be back. There, now you got a couple of human emotes. Listen, I was getting a drink. You're also not going to get high energy enthusiasm from me today. Just how it is. If you got a start time out, nothing. I don't know if that's true. I could get enthusiastic about something, but like putting a lot of energy into something right now feels a little hard. Is that 3? Your internet or my internet? They have dropped like 5 seconds of frames throughout the entire stream, so it's probably Twitch. For you. Is that 4 in a row? 3 or 4? I'll look in a sec, hold on. Well, if that's not 5, then it's 6, so. Boom, there we go. What I should actually do something else in a second. How'd you if you bought this? Not really. Okay, the flan one definitely has feet, but like, I mean, I'd raise my eyebrow and make a joke about it, but I'm not one of those people who's gonna make a bunch of posts online trying to pretend to be morally superior if I see someone do something I don't like. How dare someone buy a Touhou booby mouse pad? Sickening creatures. I am morally better than these depraved humans. And therefore, I'm gonna go comment online and make a bunch of posts about how you are a morally bad person, I am morally good. Shape to put one is, I don't know, I try not to think about that image. Purpose of these mouse pads you can rest your wrist on? Yes. Like, there are a number of, like, my mom always had a mouse pad, not a booby one, but, like, one just with, like, a cushion on the front. Like, there was no, it's not like it's a designed one, it's just solid black. But question line behind the one who designed it. What's there to question? People like soft, comfortable mouse pads. People like anime titties. Well, why don't we combine the two? And then for the feet one, it's like, well, there's a smaller subset. Some people like that, and some people want comfortable mouse pads. And there's a Venn diagram of where it overlaps, so there's an audience for it. It's not much to think about. The only thing to think about is the people who would sit there and look at you and be like, "Oh, you're a fucking weird ass dude if you wanna buy that. That's fucking sick, bro. Can't believe you'd buy something like that." the kind of guy look at a lolly body pillow and go, why would I want that? There's nothing to cuddle with. So, Brett. I don't know, I'm pretty sure most body pillows tend to be universal in size, like the pillow itself. So... unless you've entrenched it in your mind so much schizophrenia that, like, when you're hugging the pillow, you actually feel its warmth and you essentially translate it into an actual person. I don't know if I'll go the full 4 hours, 2 hours of Touhou, 2 hours of FMW today. We'll see. We'll see how long I can make it. Yeah, I'll just let that one slide. Hold up, I'm a stream song. You know, you ever message someone, you put the phone down, and then you check, you'd be like, you make sure you message the right person, because you don't want to send that message to anyone else. A wise man once said, flat chest is like a desert. There's nothing there, but it's fucking hot. Wiser words have never been said. So true. Preach, my brother. I don't know who that is you're referring to, but I'll let it slide. I can't believe you're not. I can't believe the only thing you're. I can't believe you're attracted to other things than just big booty, big kitty bitches shaking their ass. It's unbelievable. Me on my way to do all the bad lines in Ogane. Damn, I need to try hard this run. I need to LNN this run so all this dialogue can make it into my more watched videos. Yeah, that was kind of a throw for faith. You hug a small-chested girl, you're closer to her heart. That is all that matters. I don't know. Realistically, I've never been one of those. I've always been in the mindset of I'm not someone who's like I'm only into girls of specific chest size. I've never really had a high stakes in the matter. I only like blonde girls that are at least like 5'6" or something, and weigh no more than this amount of pounds, have this big of a chest at minimum, or you get the idea. No, I've never been that person. The chest starts bending inward. Technically the left side of my chest. I have a slight thing in my chest with my ribcage. The left side is like slightly more in than normal, and the right side is like very slightly more out. I mean, it's very subtle. It's really hard to notice if I have a shirt on. Like, I have to take my shirt off if you really want to notice it. And even then, it's a little subtle, but it is technically true. That term, it's got a term I've heard before. I forget exactly what it's called. Oh, I'm phlegmy right now. Thank you for the good luck, Zero. Also, yes, happy turkey. Well, the turkey has already been eaten, consumed. Kita's not very happy with me right now. Skinwalker? Yeah, I am a individual that has a term that has no real meaning. Ah, fucking bitches. That was a really bad second wave. I probably would have killed her early enough, but I completely fumbled the bag on the wave 2. Or the bitches fucking... No, I don't know. I pay Touhou. You think I pay attention to what the bitches are fucking? Yeah, I'm not a bar goer. I don't pay attention to where the pimps be at. I'm not a party doer. I don't go to parties. I don't see where all the chumps be hanging out. Game sucks so true. Hearing beautiful Danmaku is a beauty standard in Tokyo. Could be. Has a male ever used Danmaku in Touhou? Probably. This was like a yes or no. FMW experience went great. Is that ironic or not? On camera? No, then checking the atheist. So in Gensokyo, it's kind of like it's like one of those mating calls, except like birds do. But instead of like the guys like make doing the calls to try to get women, it's the females in Gensokyo make Danmaku packs to try to attract the guys. The Moon Guards could fire Danmaku, yeah, but did they? It's 395s in a row. That sounds like a skill dip. The late kill on the one, alright. Yeah. On the tutorial insanely hard. I mean, I played it on hard when I did the Rainbow tutorial, and I like cleared it like completely free. So, no difference. Definitely. Yeah, do you want to send it? You got a warning for that previous message? Which is great sometimes. The tutorial about capturing spell cards will let you capture spell card. Yeah, the ones stuck you. Technically, it's possible. And more probable on the lower difficulties, but... A message ban him. Yeah, I should ban Game Glitcher for saying, "Are you playing on unfun get fucked mode?" There's 4 difficulties: normal, normal, plus, hard, and lunatic. I'm playing on hard in FMW. Playing on Lunatic. I'll play XCOM on Impossible, but I'm not gonna play FMW on Lunatic. Especially not in my first playthrough. How's Miss your cooking going? I'm 12 days deep, I think, and 12 of the 20 days, and I haven't wiped, so good so far. Last day went really, really well, but the target goals keep getting higher and higher. Make sure you scale the entire distances. Interesting. It's a very, I really like the survival mode though. I don't know how much longevity it'll have, but at least for one run, it's gonna be it's really fun. Well, that was a mistake. I dropped it a little too low there, but at least I can play around it. You hate You Know Worst Girl. Fate used to be believable. I'm really enjoying Hina's theme. Hina's both her theme and the stage theme are really good. Maybe a mid-boss, not even dropping you a bomb or a life. Does Chen drop a bomb? Because generally, when mid-bosses would drop a life, it's the stage 3 and 5 would be a life, and like 4 and 6 would be a bomb. But Diose drops a bomb, so like into stage theme, like clapping alongside. I mean, like I said, both of them are really good. The stage theme is so good; it's got such a catchy tune. Okay, is Hino wearing panties or bloomers? This is a situation like which is Schrodinger's cat, where she is both wearing bloomers and panties at the same time, and until you actually look, both are true. There's also a chance she's wearing nothing. So I guess there's a third possibility. Until it gets revealed, all of them exist. But also don't exist at the same time, like Schrodinger's cat. You know, the cat is both alive and dead until you open the box. In case we tell you, Lunasa wears not bloomers. Panties either. Well, like I said, it's her wearing panties, bloomers, and wearing nothing both exists and doesn't at the same time. It's until you confirm it that what actually is real. But like as is, all three possibilities exist. In the turning animation of Lunasa and AOCF stage, her skirt comes up enough to see some cheek. Okay. So we could probably write off the bloomers thing. So either she's wearing panties or nothing. Schrodinger's cat. The panties are real and both not real at the same time. claim that single-handedly Lunasa for 50 spots after AOCF. Lunasa's the worst of the three, though. Tragically. Oh my throat, man. Don't give me that face. You saw what she did fucking PCB. Okay, I don't care what you want to say, Sakia fans. Lunasa, fuck. Merlin's where it's at. You know what you're talking about. Merlin is where it's at. Blonde is the best one, clearly. That's Lunasa, and the answer is obviously no. She's the hardest one of the three to fight in PCB, at least on Lunatic. Therefore, she's the worst. Don't tell Sakia fans, because they might, like, adamantly really defend that. No, Merlin's actually, like, can be really hard. Which was in Merlin's best. I'm glad you understand, Alan. Lunasa's also the favorite. Isn't she the one that's not mentally ill? Isn't that the joke that came out of, like, the recent, like, book or something? She's the oldest of the three, if I am not mistaken. Ooh. I don't know that one. I'm talking about the one where it like goes through all the different like character profiles and the recent stuff. Thought Nuss was the oldest. Yeah, that's what I said. Why does the fan assume Layla has green hair though? Probably because it was a depiction people used and people liked it, so they kept with it. Smaller to the elder sister. Yeah, but the point is that she is the oldest of the three. Oh, they're all the same age because they're all created by Layla because of shenanigans. Yeah, but she's like the older of the three. Are the Raiko fans? I like Raiko. Pristine Beat, what is it? Primordial Beat is one of my favorite themes in Touhou. Love that one. It's one of the earliest Touhou themes I really got into. Shame about Raiko theme? What do you mean, what is shame about Raiko theme? It's a very good theme. Another drawing too calm. I don't know, I think at the peak of the song, it's pretty active. What are you talking about? The entire fucking theme is just have drum banging in the background. Like, she's going off like that one Kesha song. I think it's Kesha. Oop. Rat-a-tat-tat on the dum-dum drum. Beat so fat, gonna make me... You can fill the sentence in yourself. She's a bang more. I don't usually promote drinking energy drinks. Like, I don't think it's usually good for you to drink a lot of energy drinks. The Rockstar? No. Like I said, I think she should cut out energy drinks. Some Googling. Lunasa's the oldest, Merlin's the middle, and the bottom. Dude, I could have fucking told you that. I play Touhou Soccer and they talk about it in that. Bro. Whenever you pass the ball between them, they all talk about it. Layla's the youngest of all of them. Yeah, but she's dead. Any you may know Dream enjoyers? A Touhou MV classic. No, unbelievable. It's a certified classic that like Touhou like music video from I don't know, probably like 15 years ago. Based on the it's a song based off of Prism River's theme. It's got a solid animation. It's just effectively Layla creating the Prism River sisters. It's just the entire lore about them. It's really good. It's also really sad because it also goes through Layla dying too. It's a solid watch at least once. Highly recommend it. It is a sad one. It is definitely a sad one. Hell, dead? What do you mean? I mean, sure, the Prism Rivers were brought back in their current form, so they're like spirits, but like ghosts, but like they're like they exist. Either they're like technically like undead or something. Whatever you consider phantoms. But they still exist to play, and they can play music, unlike Layla, who is not alive and cannot play music. Was it Isekai that one of the instrument yokai are in? I know. Also, none of the characters from Wily Beast are in, but that makes some sense because Wily Beast came after the game. But there's a lot of clear. Clearly, whoever made Izakaya really likes Subterranean Animism because it's the one game where every character in the game is in it. I guess technically that's USD as well. I think that's the only other one. No, Imperishable Night. It's USD, Imperishable Night, and Subterranean Animism have full casts. Okay, technically, QFV does. QFV has its full cast too, but Aki... Both Imperishable Night and PFV are asterisks. Same with USD. Because Subterranean, every character is either like someone who can show up to your shop. Koishi's an extra character, but she'll show up after like the second DLC events are over. She can show up to shops after that. And Kasume's a partner. USD, you have Flan. Flan is only in the one event. She does not appear outside of that event. No, Iku's not in the game. Imperishable Night, every character's in it except Eren only appears for like one brief cutscene. That's it. She doesn't show up outside the cutscene tragically, which is a real shame because her art is fucking phenomenal in that game. And POFB, Aki technically appears for like 2 minutes, maybe. Rivers are not really ghosts, either they look similar. Who cares? Tomato, tomato. If you want to learn basically everything about Prison River lore, just go to YouTube, type Touhou, You May No Dream, and boom, watch that video. It really will show off the nice thing about their lore. And the good. Maybe Prison River PCB wanted to go to the gate to meet Layla. No, they'd never be able to. Layla's dead. She's gone forever. All that's left is a corpse. Aki personally took the soul with her and is torturing it in purgatory and will never let anyone see it again. Aki is a terrible person like that. Big W sisters that left you, hell it is, yeah, unbelievable. Dicky literally the devil? I don't think so. I think the closest thing you get to the devil would be like Yuma. Even then, that'd be a push, I feel. Doesn't Armada Boni, they'll torture if you've been bad. The Oni are in former hell, though, right? They're not in current hell. WB even? I don't know, there's no good correlation. It kind of depends on your interpretation of the devil anyway. Right? You could say Remy or Flan, right? The Scarlet Devil. But that's just an interpretation. So there are devils in a broad sense, but there's nothing Satan-esque. That doesn't really exist. Although that might depend on your interpretation of religion. Guy is the owner of hell. Yeah, but if you want to go by Christianity, it's not like Satan rules over hell. Right? He was banished to it. Did you fucking die? Thank you for God, that was something where it's like a self-fulfilling title. I mean, vampires are, in mythology, are often referred to as devils, right? Judge, I'd probably call that devil, yeah. Well, like, it's also hard to say direct one-one correlations, because, like, Gensokyo's interpretation of hell and heaven is different than, like, some mythological views, right? Some religions and such, so it's not... There's no real direct comparison, right? Especially because there is multiple hells and stuff. You can place Kutakas, she can't be all that. True, Kutaka's cute. There's 3. Are you counting Makai as being a hell? Because technically Makai isn't a hell, it's just kind of hell adjacent, right? It's the land of demons. I love this spell. It's so good. Die? Thank you. Good grief. Hello, Toaster. Here to remind me of Yuko. Don't worry, I'll be reminded of Yuko in Fantasy Maiden Wars later anyway. I'm on the PCB incident in that game, so a lot of Yuko talk. There's Hell against Tokyo's Hell where Iki sends you Old Hell where all the underground losers hang out. New Hell Dorm Hikadia. I thought that Iki and Hikadia were related in this regard. I thought their Hell was the same. Because that's like the new one. Yeah, Animal Hell is part of the Hell. Hell. Still part of Hell. Also, I want to mention that Game Glitcher said it's still part of Hell, but he didn't put an apostrophe, so that is incorrect spelling. It should be it is, not your it, like you would have spelled it. Chen go to Hell or Animal Hell? No, Chen goes to Heaven because she's a good girl. Actually, no. After what she did in Kemen Coco, fuck no. She's getting filleted. She's going straight to the Chinese. They're gonna cook her up like they do with other cats. As a joke. It's a joke. Hello, the Ron Yakumo. Okay, if you're the Ron Yakumo, how good of a girl is Chen? Because my opinion's not that high, but that's because I played by LNN PCB, so she tortured me there. Ken's first still heaven on the... I love that Chen emo. If people who write who's instead of who's, yeah, I am always a grammar / spelling critiquer. My mom always taught me very proper grammar. That's not the best way to word that. So like my talking is not great at times, but like when I'm writing, I always try to be proper with it. Like, I always try to make sure that when I'm like, whose hand is on my butt? You know, I always try to make sure I'm spelling it right. Who's groping me? Make sure you're doing the right who. Right. The who's is one I'm not usually too concerned about. Like, maybe I'll call it out. But, like, the lack of apostrophes and things, and the wrong theirs is usually, like, the most obvious things. Because, like, there's a lot of, like, very, like, detailed grammar that people fucked up. That, like, it's whatever. But when people fuck up, like, the theirs. Like, that's when it makes me go, No, Ron's not going to hell. She was a mafia person, but she moved on. She repented for her sins. She's now a good Christian. Literally Momi free, dude. Holy moly. Grip is your in place of you are. Yeah, that one is always one then. Just type it. Just type your. It's fine. You understand what I mean. Yeah, God forbid I put, you know, effort. Fuck off. The triple fairies of Hina's spinning, they've been taught by her. Maybe they taught Hina. Okay, everybody say it with me. Oh, yeah. What's worth? Capitalizing nothing or capitalizing every word? Capitalizing every word. Have a good one, Toaster. Annoying type. Sorry. See, this is the problem. Kids these days, dude. Non-cap essentially. Nothing at the end is really usual in chats. Yeah, and this is why kids these days, dude. Friendly reminder that Tenchi is celestial and cannot be, by definition, a sinner. Time to get those, wear those Saruta Crocs. Which Touhou character is most likely to wear Crocs? Tori, then Renosuke. Did you die? Thank you. That was a disgusting opening. Have enough energy. I'm too sick. My heart can't handle this heart rate right now. That last half of the Fearless Wind God was relatively smooth. That early section was brutal, though. Time to die in stage 5, shall we? I hate those guys at the beginning. Like, it's generally so consistent, but it's still a pain in the ass. Like, they scare me. Okay, you know what I always say, everybody. Everything's lethal. It's Touhou and Lunatic. Might I remind you how many times I've died to this mid-spell. stay to the right. I hate to break it to you guys, but I've already closed chat, so I cannot see you guys. My duality. A lot of things on Sinai that can kill. Whoa there, Shoddy. Never trust Moses Miracle. Never trust the end of this fight either. Never trust anything in Touhou. Nothing in Touhou is a gimme. I hate this spell. Where's this 5th best pace then? That's pretty good, especially when I'm not feeling well. There's like 1,000 things on this stage that can kill, by the way. Especially when your heart's going a mile a minute. I'm sorry, Europeans probably aren't familiar with that term. When your heart's going a kilometer a minute. This fairy is so fucking terrifying every time. So is this non. And everything on Kaneko. Third best run to date. Even Divine and Crop, even on 3 is terrible. Nothing. It's a gimme. fucking hate you divining. Just third hearts attacking the run right here. Thank fuck you died though. Don't forget to kiss Kaneko. Hard to play when your hands are shaking. Once again, I return to the hardest spell in the game. You can't make that line. You're just gonna have to accept this and move on. Second. No, that's best pace. The first time I got there, I didn't make it as far. I didn't even make it halfway through Divine Virtues last time, so that would be best pace. Second death to death to Divine Virtues. Technically, first one miss to Divine Virtues because last time I died twice, but now I realize the death. I mean, it's really simple. Like there was a line down the middle there, but like, and you know. But I just had to hope that my line was good. Really sketchy dodge. There was a lot of force micros on that. Divine Virtues. So you could have swung far left at the bonus speed. I wouldn't have swung left even if I was playing a different shot type. You don't have time to, especially on Divine Virtues, to really recognize all your possible options. It's generally, especially on something like Divine Virtues, like, you just have to quickly pick a line, whether you're microing or macroing something, and then aim to play for that. The Peerless Wind God was rough. That Moses, you know, Moses isn't the hardest spell ever, but that was not a good pretty Moses either. Just horrible RNG? I mean, like, you can blame bad RNG a bit, and that's always going to exist. But the reality is, you're always going to get bad luck on a run. I mean, there was a line. I saw the line. Right? Like I saw the line. Like, you can see the gap I was aiming for. I was just a hair bit to the left. Like, I saw the line, I just couldn't actually, like, make the micro. And it was the same thing with the previous micro, too, where I went to the line, I was like, this line better work, because... No, the micro would have been fine. I just had to line the micro up. That was the problem. I just didn't line the micro. Wasn't that faith so much he had to throw? Yeah, that was that. He doesn't want to place 20, so true. I need a pee break and a water break. I'll be back in a few. I didn't mute my microphone when I left. I'm not really too upset about it. Like, it's disappointing, but like at the same time, I'm happy with how I did there. Because like I went into the final, and like the first 5 seconds, it was the me telling myself, like, remember what I have to look at, because it's really easy. Because like in practice, you can do Divine Virtue. Like in practice, it's a lot easier to like look ahead for everything and pre-read everything, all that type of shenanigans. And like, oh, it's so easy to adapt with what you're trying to look at, but when you're on a run, it's a lot harder to like to improv every wave. So like, I knew I had to tell myself early. It's like, okay, because that's the issue I had the first time I got there, is you get so you get so locked in on your reaction that it's you just get screwed to bad RNG at that point. So I knew that like I had to look ahead and make sure I'm spending all of my effort focused. Balance Reimu Fumo 10 hours. I don't think I need that for 10 hours, but I appreciate it. So I knew it's like, okay, you know, that the microwaves, the way, you know, what you used to warm your food, the microwaves, I knew I was like, okay, you have to look at them ahead of time. And I was really happy with how I did that, because I was happy that I read, like even after it, even after the death and pre-death, like, I still read my micros well. I was still really happy with that. It's hard to hit all your micros. I see what you put in the Discord. I'm not gonna like listen to it. I'm not gonna like put it on while I stream. Oh, not me. Oh, fuck you too, Game Ghoster. Attaining one's dream requires a stern will and unfailing determination. Well, it's like one of the top threats at the end. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, although I didn't say it properly in the middle of that run, but like I'll always say, Peerless Wind God is the hardest attack in the game, but Divine Virtues is the hardest attack in the run. Is it better Lunasa or Luna? Luna Child. Probably Luna Child. She hasn't bullied me as much. Maybe just reverse the run, have Bumper Crop be the last spell in the run. That'd be a lot better. Oop. Still like no, Alan. You gotta understand the internet. If you say you like something more than the other, that must mean you hate the other thing. Like, that's because you did play Reimu PCB. Yeah, you're just a meta slave. Unbelievable. Would Bumper Crop piss you off more when you get dunked? Oh, absolutely. Like, Bumper Crop has a high... Like, Bumper Crop can high roll you a lot more. It's a lot more RNG-based than basically anything else in the game, I'd argue. Maybe, with the exception of being, like, Fearless Wind God. So, like, obviously, dying to Fearless Wind... Or dying to Bumper Crop at the very end of a run because of how RNG heavy it is, would be so tilting, but it would still make the run easier as a whole. If you played the run reverse, it would be easier. Even if it would make that more tilting, it would still be easier. Do I and LNN still have to do all the impossible crest? Yeah. Like, if you're doing Kaguya, you have to do all 5 Kaguya attacks. If you die to Rising World, you lose the LNN. Imperishable Knight is actually the only game that requires you to do a full spell. Capture every single spell card in the run to do the LNN. Most games, an LNN is going to be a full spell, just by the nature of it, though there are a few exceptions. But Imperishable Knight's the only one that kind of like forces the full spell. Effectively, the best way to look is just don't die to anything. Wow, I did not like that wave. What about timing out last spell? You can time out any of the normal spells. You won't get a full spell, but generally speaking, I believe that's fine. The time requirements, I say you still lose. Yeah, but how possible is it on LNN to, like, fail a time requirement? Really, Imperishable Knight, they won't let you time out spells on that, but they will in the other games. That's peculiar, because, generally speaking, timing out is only worse than not timing out in something like Imperishable Knight. Because there's no, like, skips or anything, as far as I am aware. Imperishable Knight is a very shot-dependent game. A lot of the good shot types in Imperishable Knight are on the easier side of games, but some of the hard solo shot types are pretty brutal. Kaguya's final spell? Well, the thing about Kaguya's final spells is they are really punishing to blind runs because they're so route-based. Like Rising World is arguably the hardest spell in the run. It's a little debatable. Some people might say like Loose Diamond or something, I believe, but you know, at the very least, it's up there. Spell practice enjoy. Well, to be fair, I never really capped any of Kaguya's finals either, Alan, because like, I couldn't spell prac them prior to getting my 1cc, and then I got my 1cc, and it's like, why the fuck would I go back and, like, practice those spells after I got the 1cc? Yep, they just die before happening. Yeah, that's the thing about, about those Kaguya finals is, all of them except Rising World are pretty route-based, I believe. Like the last words. Yeah, but here's my biggest gripe with the last words. I grinded an LNN in the game, okay? Not an LNN, a 1cc. I grinded a Lutic 1cc. What am I talking about, okay? I unlocked like 2 fucking last words. I am not playing Imperishable Knight on every difficulty with 16 billion different shot types so I can unlock 20 fucking spells. Some of those spells are such a pain in the ass to unlock. Like, that was my biggest gripe with them. It's like, if they unlocked, like, if you unlocked, like, half of them for a run or something, or Or unlocked a couple of them and just, like, left it so that, oh, you know, the later ones you unlock by doing the earlier ones, then that's fine. But, like, the late ones are such a... Like, so many of them are just so grindy to get that I'm just not doing that. And by the way, yes, I did get a 1cc with both the A route and the B route unlimited. Prime easy mode unlock Phantasm PCB. Yeah, I don't like that one either. That unlocking condition, but I still did the Phantasm unlock. Still Hearts just ran bullshit. Well, that tends to be the thing about difficulty. The more random things get, usually the worse it is. And therefore, by the way, as everyone clearly knows, if it's static, that means it's free, right? Every static attack is free. Because generally speaking, the more random it gets, the worse. Therefore, static means free. Kiki well known for being an easy boss, yep. Dude, Yuka Final from Lotus Land, literally free, dude, bro. Like, no one's ever died there before. Like, why would you die? It's literally free. So, bruh. Geometric creature still the hardest attack? I mean, yeah. No, someone played through Wily Beast the other day and found a new attack out of nowhere that's actually harder. I should take my break. Also, so I can, like, potentially go to bed, like, a little bit earlier than normal. I'll do like this again next time I die. I'm just gonna call it. I had the adrenaline high of that run, but, like, it's gonna wear off, and I'm just gonna crash out. Game like ever. No, in the game. Or arguably the hardest aim static spell. Maybe... Attack from Benben and Yatsuhashi are the hardest in the game because you can't see the bullets. No, they're hardest in the game because they make me hard. Super exists, not those shmups don't exist, so bruh. I am EP.